Who should you choose with your hard-earned red coins? How's it, everybody? Celtic Link here. We're back for another Dokkan battle video. We have a new banner, which means we have a new batch of cards returning for you to choose with your red coins. So today we're going to talk about which of those I believe are worth your coin. So let's go ahead and let's talk about the obvious, right? This is Path to Power Kid Goku's first return, and I bet many of you are wondering, hey, should I buy him with coins? Well, let's go ahead and let's take a look at what he does before we make that decision, right? So he is a DB Saga Youth Exploding Rage, category key 3, HP attack and defense 170. He also gets an additional HP attack and defense 30% for characters who are on Dragon Ball Seekers and Bond of Friendship. He gets attack and defense 159%. He also gets an additional attack and defense 59% when performing a super attack. He also gives DB Saga or Youth category allies key 2 attack and defense 50%. He randomly changes key spheres of a certain type to rainbow key spheres, and an additional attack and defense 20% per key sphere obtained. He also has a chance of performing a critical hit 7% and reduces damage received by 7% per rainbow key sphere obtained, right? So he has the possibility of getting up to I think 4 to 5 is like the max, usually 4. You usually can't get more than that just because of how the orbs lay out, right? So with 4, you're talking, what is that? 28% damage reduction. He also gets an additional defense 59% with 3 or more key spheres obtained, and launches an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super attack with 5 or more key spheres obtained. Now here's the thing that makes him great. He gives all allies a chance of performing a critical hit 8% and all allies damage reduction 8% with 7 or more key spheres obtained. And with the rainbow orb changing, this is very, very easy to do. So that is very, very helpful, right? On units post super, that extra 8%, it's not the craziest, but it's just enough in a lot of cases to really help out some units. He also has an active skill, right, which can be activated when he receives 8 or more attacks, or when HP is 59% or less. He raises attack 800% temporarily, causes damage to the enemy within the turn activated. Attacks have a 59% chance of becoming a critical hit. Now, he also has several unit supers, right? He has a regular unit super, He has a unit super with either Yamcha, Master Roshi, Oolong, Bulma, or Bulma Bunny. And this one massively raises his attack as opposed to greatly on his base. Okay. And then he has a unit super called Friendship Attack when you're using Hachan. And this one will massively raise your attack while lowering the enemy's attack. Actually, they both do that. Never mind. Okay, so it doesn't really matter. It's more just aesthetic. So very, 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 very good unit, right? He is such an amazing floating support unit, right? And I mean, you guys have probably seen a lot of my showcases. That's mainly how I utilize him, unless I'm specifically running the DB Saga team or I'm running him next to World Tournament Goku. Otherwise he's normally off floating, which is the perfect place for him for what he is doing, right? He is critting, he is giving everybody extra defense, he's launching several supers in most cases, right? Which is perfect for the 3rd slot. So all in all, just off the cuff, I would say he is definitely worth the 400 coins. I would almost say he's worth the 800 if you actually had that kind of spare coins lying around. But there are some other considerations before you jump the gun and you go, you know what, I'm buying this Kid Goku, because while he is worth it, there are some considerations. I'm going to tell you right up that I don't think anybody else in the banner, unless you have everything else and are missing them, you're right, I would say that no one else on the banner is really, really worth your 400 coins. Even the ROF Blues, who I love, right? So looking here, right, we want to look at ahead. The next big card that you should be saving your coins for is the God Goku, the Saiyan Day unit, because he only returns a couple of times a year. Saiyan Day, Halloween, and step-ups. Well, you might start seeing him a little more after that, but those are the main big returns, at least for the first little while. So if you're someone who didn't pick up God Goku during Saiyan Day, know that this guy is returning during October, and you may want to be prepared to use 400 coins on him. The other big consideration, right, is in a month we have the worldwide banners. So if you're missing any worldwide units or like the 7-year LRs, they will be on this banner. You may want to consider saving for them, right? If you somehow still didn't get the coins and still didn't get the cooler during anniversary, he will more than likely be on the worldwide next month. You may want 500 red coins for that guy. So definitely worth considering. And the same goes over here. If you're still missing the AGL Saiyans, you may want to consider holding off for a minute until they show up and use your coins there. I would normally always recommend DFE LRs first and then go after the TURs you're missing. Although I would honestly say in this case, right, I love the AGL Saiyans. I do. They're fun. I enjoy using them. But if your choice is between Kid Goku and these guys, I would honestly go with the Kid Goku. He's going to be far more useful for your box than they are, personally. But again, like if you're missing Cooler, the 7-year LRs, or any of the other units who are likely to be on this banner, Namek Goku, Boots Hanks, and whoever else, may be worthy of a consideration to, you know, save 500 coins for them. Now, there are 2 other units you also need to consider who should also turn up on the worldwide banners, but that is the Golden Week units, right? The Piccolo Jr. and the 23rd World Martial Arts Tournament Goku. But these are extremely powerful cards. Piccolo Jr. is probably, you know, he's up there fighting for contender in some of the top TURs in the game. And even Goku to a degree himself is very, very good. So I wouldn't say you are necessarily wrong for picking up Kid Goku, but just know that, you know, if you use your coins for him and you're missing one of these guys, you are, you know, you're taking those coins away from this. So it's just for your consideration. Off of Kale's banner though, Kid Goku, I would say, is definitely worth the red coins. So, anyways, guys, that is the video. If you liked the video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And in the comments down below, let me know, did you pick up somebody with coins? If so, who? Did you grab that copy of Path to Power Goku? Did you grab a dupe? I was considering it, and then I pulled 2 copies during our summons. If those of you guys haven't seen summons, make sure you check it out. But we ended up pulling them, so we didn't need to. So I actually have no need to purchase my coins here. I'll be saving them for that copy of God Goku in October. So anyways, guys, that's the video. If nothing else, thanks for watching, and aloha.